Hello everyone. Today we'll be talking about World Liver Day. World Liver Day. World Liver Day is set out to be Liver Day is being celebrated on every 19th April. And in our body that has numerous functions. The liver can actually perform about 500 functions. When people say you're my sweetheart, I kept wondering because the heart can only perform one function, but the liver has so many functions to perform in our body. So, as a medical laboratory scientist, I always have first-hand information when I see people who come down with liver diseases. When they come to the lab, you see how dejected they are, you see how bad they feel. But the problem is, this is what could have been prevented if they actually undergo their check on time. If you've enjoyed this intro, so you can help us to share this video, you can help us to like, you can comment and tell us what more you want us to be doing. So you can help us to share. This might be a lifesaver to someone who must have forgotten about this organ. The liver is one underrated organ that people hardly talk about because the liver is one of the strongest organ in the body and it's a very hardworking organ. It does several things on a daily basis. Without at 1%, the liver could still be working. And so that's why many people don't often think they can check their liver function and all that. So if you found this intro interesting, please help us to share, help us to like and also to comment. And if you want us to discuss more helpful tips as a medical laboratory scientist, whatever thing you need us to discuss with you, you can help us subscribe. Don't always forget to click on the bell icon to get notified each time we come online. Thank you. So, the liver. The liver is a very, 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 very vital organ in the body and is a very hardworking organ. I said earlier that the liver performs about 500 functions. We are going to be taking a few of them. Functions like detoxification. The liver helps us to filter toxins, drugs, alcohol out of our blood. So the liver's function, detoxification. The liver can help break down carbohydrates, fats, and store them as energy. Another thing is production. The liver has the ability to produce some protein like albumin and clotting factors which help our blood to clot properly. Storage. The liver has the ability to store vitamin A, vitamin B12, vitamin D, and vitamin K. So with the few functions of the liver that I've mentioned, you can see that the liver is actually doing a great job for us. But without the liver, all these things can be achieved. The liver can also produce bile, which also helps in breaking down fats and send them to the gallbladder. So, what are the symptoms? What are the red flags? Symptoms that someone can feel. Symptoms of liver stress or damage. What are the symptoms? What symptoms can you see? And you now know that it is a red flag. Number one on our list, we see persistent fatigue or weakness each time you're weak for no just no cause. Each time, persistently, you're always feeling tired or feeling weak. Number two on our list, we said yellowing of the skin, or the eyes, which could be referred as jaundice. So jaundice is the yellowing of the skin or the eyes. Another thing is dark colored urine. When you notice that your urine is dark in color, or pale stool, pale color stool. Another one on our list is bloating. always feeling filled. Even when you take little food, you always feel filled. So bloating. We have also itchy skin without any cause. You just be itching your skin, itching out without knowing what is causing the itching. So these five are the few. Another thing, yeah, there's another one. Easily bruised. You can easily be bruised or bleed. You know that we said earlier that the liver stores vitamins, the vitamin A, B12, D, and K. So when you are easily bruised or any little thing you bleed. So these signs, you mustn't wait to see all of them come in place. One of them, if you experience one of these signs, you will now know that is a red flag. So this will tell you to go out to meet your doctor or to go walk into a lab to check your liver function test. So the liver function test, the liver function test is actually used to assess the state of the liver. The liver function test is used. Liver function test or LFT. This is used to assess the state of the liver. So we have all these parameters under the liver function test. Number one is our ALT, which is alanine aminotransferase. We have the AST, which is aspartate aminotransferase. Also, we have the ALP, which is the alkaline phosphatase. There are the bilirubin. We have the total bilirubin. Direct bilirubin and indirect bilirubin. We said earlier that the liver could produce protein. So there is the total protein, albumin, and globulin. There is also the GGT. These are gamma glutamine transferase. So these parameters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 parameters are actually under. These are the things when you walk in to do a liver function test. These are the things that are going to analyze to check the state of the liver. So they're actually called the liver enzymes. So they're specific for the liver, in as much as most of them are specific for the muscles, like the alkaline phosphatase. It could also help us to indicate a muscle issue. So knowing this, so once you ask them for all these things when you want to check for your liver function test. So knowing this, we can now look out for things to be done to keep our liver healthy. I forgot to even mention when I was starting that the theme for this say World Liver Day is food is medicine. So in our list now, we have eating correctly or eating right slash eating right. For you to keep our liver safe, you have to reduce your intake of fried things. You are advised to eat more of fruits, vegetables, and lean protein. So it's not every time you be frying. It's not every time everything you see you put in your mind. Eat more of fruits, eat more of vegetable, and eat more of lean proteins. It will help your liver stay healthy. So number two on our list, always be hydrated. You know that one of the functions of water is filter to help filter toxins. So always take enough water. Stay hydrated every time. Always be hydrated. Number three is exercise regularly. Exercise is actually good for the liver because it helps reduce the liver fats. So we won't be talking about fatty liver, which can also be a problem to our liver. So number four, get tested. Liver function doesn't really cost much, so you can just walk into a lab. As the year began, you can walk into a lab to check the state of your liver. You can also do that at the end of the year. So, as more especially if you are hepatitis B positive or hepatitis C positive, please endeavor to check your liver. Or if also you are on any medication that is detrimental mental to the liver, please always go for a liver function. Please always go for a liver function test. The most important one now, reduce alcohol intake. In fact, I don't even know what the alcohol does for some people. You know, excessive alcohol intake can damage the liver. So, you know, some people will tell you that they say that you can take a minimal amount and you'll be fine. But I'm trying to tell you today that a recent study said leave alcohol alone. So, you know, the liver does so many functions. We said earlier that the liver could do about 500 things and it does it on a daily basis. So imagine when you are bringing extra thing, when you eat your food, it goes to the liver, take your drugs, it goes to the liver, whatever you do, it goes to the liver. He's doing his work of production, he's doing his work of storage so that um, you can have energy. So, and when you're taking enough alcohol, or when you're taking alcohol, you're not giving the liver excessive job. So, if it to be possible for some people who can say they can't stay without alcohol, please abstain from alcohol. It will help you. Another one, very important one, avoid taking unnecessary supplements. Avoid taking unnecessary supplements or herbal remedies. Some people cannot stay without herbal remedies. And you hear there are so many hacks online that says herbal remedies, it does this, it clears the liver, it detoxifies the liver. What is the function of the liver? The liver itself does the work of detoxification. So I wonder why you're piling yourself with herbal remedies to wash the liver again when the liver is there to do the washing. So please avoid unnecessary supplements. If the supplement is not necessary, avoid it. Avoid herbal remedies. These things can actually break down the liver. So with these few things, we now know that the liver is a very vital organ in the body, and we have to stay healthy. That's why we are learning today. So to stay healthy, so that we will keep our liver healthy. We don't need to. I don't need you to start screaming. Your liver deserves better, so you don't need to scream for help. For now, these are the things, the basic things that you have to do to keep the liver healthy. So if you watch to this point and you enjoyed that video, please we urge you to comment. We also urge you to subscribe. Click on the bell icon to get notified each time we come online. Thank you.